apologies for the jump scare starting this video off. But it's been one of those mornings where I have just been fluting around the whole morning and I don't know where it's gone, and it's somehow 2 p.m. and I haven't done any things I want to do. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to multitask now. I'm going to do my makeup because I need to get out of the house, I need to get food, I need to go shopping, and yeah, and then I just want to come back and relax, but I just need to get those few bits done first. So I thought I would chat to you while I do my makeup. So I'm gonna have to look in the mirror here, so I'll be back and forth. But the first thing I use is this Second Skin foundation by Sculpted by Amy. I just use this in the shade Fair. I just put it on like this. And it's in the dewy finish, which is actually, it's kind of funny because I remember when, like when I was younger, when I was, you know, a teen and first doing makeup and getting into putting on makeup and wearing makeup, I remember it would always be like, oh, you did not want to be shiny at all. Like it was really, you know, when you would be like getting these like little paper patches things to like blot any of the shininess away. And now it's just funny how it's changed and like actually being kind of dewy and shiny is sort of in. So I just like put a little bit of this on. I'm not good at makeup, like as in I sort of just like how I do it on a daily basis, but it's not like there's no proper technique or whatever. So if you're hoping to learn anything from this, you won't. I'm going to blend it in. But yeah, I thought I'd start the video off. It has been a busy last week basically. So I didn't actually video anything last weekend because we had guests with us the whole weekend. Luke's parents were up from Kerry, which is quite far away, so we don't really see them that often. So I just wanted to spend some time with them and not be videoing, and obviously because that would be a bit rude. And then when they left, we actually got our kitten, Rua. So I would have put up a video, hopefully it should be up by now, I'm editing it at the moment, of his first week in the house. But yeah, I think when you get like a new baby animal, it's just always a bit hectic, or just a bit, you know, like you're a bit all over the place and the house is messy. It's very messy. We're moving the litter tray, and then obviously we have Ollie as well, so we're trying to introduce the two of them. So yeah, it's a lot, but it's going really well and we're absolutely delighted with him. He's just the most gorgeous little thing. So I go in with my powder next. This is like the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder, and I just put on this little like pad thing and just kind of go over anywhere where I'm going to be shiny. To be honest, I just sort of do my whole face, but I focus particularly on areas where there's a good bit of shine. So you can see I'm shiny there, and then this just gets rid of it. I'm also quite spotty and this lighting is not doing me any favours, but we move. So yeah, this weekend I'm on my own again. I feel like the last couple of vlogs I've been on my own quite a bit, but I don't know, it's just the way it worked out with Luke being in India. And now this weekend he's working away, so because we have Rua and he's still such a baby and we're still kind of doing the whole, oh god, that was a lot. We're still kind of doing the whole introduction process with Ollie. I decided to drop Ollie back to my parents' house because I just thought it would be too much to manage, like trying to keep them separate, trying to give them both enough attention, and then also the horses as well. I was just afraid just doing it all by myself. Like obviously it'll be fine in the future and I know it will all settle eventually, but in the meantime I just didn't want there to be any, I also want everything to be a positive experience for Rua. He's quite nervous of Ollie, just because he's small and, you know, I suppose vulnerable. Like he's only 2 kg and Ollie is 30 kg, so I can understand him being a bit nervous. So Ollie has gone back to his grandparents' house for the next 2 days until Luke is back on Monday, and then Luke is actually off next week, and then I work from home, so I'm hoping like we'll make good progress with the whole intro thing, introducing them to each other. situation next week. So then I just go in with my Clinique chubby stick and I just sort of, you know, I just sort of put it on where I kind of wanted to make my face look slimmer. I don't know, like I'm really not good at makeup, but I just sort of, and I have this brush which is quite old, and I just sort of blend it. I actually do really like this because it does blend really easily and nicely. I think I put a little bit too much on my under. Yeah, I did. Yeah, way too much. It's so hard to do it, like looking at the camera. It's weird. It's like disorientating. But it's just warms. I do find this warms up my face quite a bit, and it does give it a little bit more shape. It's very subtle though, like that, which is what I like about it. And then just blend. And then I have my Charlotte Tilbury, what's this called? Pinkgasm Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlight Blush. And it's in the shade Pinkgasm Sunset. So I actually go, there's the normal Pinkgasm one, and then there's Pinkgasm Sunset. And I usually use the Sunset one in summer, and then the regular one in winter. Just because I think the Sunset one's a little bit more warm for summer. And then I just take my brush, and I'm also, because it's like I'm literally doing nothing today, and it's also quite a miserable day, like it is very rainy outside. I don't think, like, I'm not gonna read too fussed about doing this perfectly. And also I was going to style my hair, like, which is in this little French plait thing, but I don't even think I'll bother because it is absolutely lashing rain outside. And then I'm not even doing any like eyeshadow or anything. I'm just going to do a little bit of my eyebrows. I need to look in the mirror for this, so back once my eyebrows. And I need to do my mascara, so then back once. And then I'm not even doing lip liner because, again, I'm doing nothing of interest today. Oh, this is almost all gone. This is my Clinique Black Honey lipstick. I really like this. It's really hydrating. Just feels absolutely really lovely on your lips. And yeah, it kind of is one of those shades. I think it's meant to like suit everyone, so just whack that on, and that is it. Like, it's really very basic. I don't know if you can see in the lighting. Oh, that's maybe a bit better. Yeah, like, it's very basic, and my skin is not fantastic at the moment, but oh, we move. I get maybe like 3 or 4 good skin weeks a year, and I'm obviously not in one at the moment. So yeah, so the plan for today is basically I am going to leave the house now, finally. I want to, maybe I'll probably go to Kildare Village. I was planning on making this soup for lunch, but to be honest, it's too late now and I'm like too hungry, so I think I probably just will need to grab something out. So I might go out, get a Sprout, then I'm going to do all my shopping, so just get all the supplies in to make dinner. I think I'll make a spaghetti bolognese tonight, and then I might make that soup tomorrow. And there is actually a lot of blackberries around, and I think they're just starting to get to the point where they're ripe, so I might see if I can look up a recipe to make with them, like a blackberry crumble, or yeah, just some kind of blackberry sweet treat, because it is nice. We have, like, there's literally tons of them around, so it would be nice to use them for something. So yeah, I'm going to eventually leave the house like 4 hours later than I wanted to. It doesn't also help that I keep getting distracted playing with the kitten, which has definitely delayed me a good bit already. So yeah, I will update you later on what I get in the shops. Hello, I finally made it back from my excursion to the shops. It is a really wet, miserable, kind of autumnal feeling day, and I'm not really mad about it, to be honest. I'm kind of looking forward to autumn. Oh my god, sorry. Rua is getting in the bad habit of jumping on the table. Aren't you, mister? Look how big he's just so gorgeous. I'm actually obsessed with him. He's like little like tiger or little lion, but like look how big he is. Ooh. Already. He's huge. Get down you go. Okay, go amuse yourself. So I just basically went to, well, first of all, I had to go and get it chopped. So I got like a satay chicken for lunch, just satay chicken bowl thing, salad thing, to keep me going because I actually had left it too late to leave the house and I was just absolutely ravenous. So that was lovely. And then I got a little coffee after, and that gave me the strength to go grocery shopping. So I just went to Aldi and basically I had two things in mind. So I want to make a spaghetti bolognese, and oh no, Rua, go away. You're trying to climb into the shopping. This is very distracting. There's stuff in there that you can't eat. So I want to make a spaghetti bolognese and also a crumble. So, oh my god, he's back. He's actually so determined. Like, and the more you try and like tell him no, he just keeps doing it. So yeah, we have loads of blackberry bushes basically around the house. Oh my goodness, you hiccuped. We've loads of blackberry bushes around the house, and all the blackberries are ripening now, so I do really want to make something with them, and I thought crumble would be perfect. So I didn't really like the idea of just a blackberry crumble, so I did get like apples as well to make an apple and blackberry crumble. So yeah, I'll just show you what I got. So I got some organic chopped tomatoes for the spaghetti bolognese. There's this lady I follow on Instagram and TikTok, or actually mostly I think it's just Instagram really that she does it, where she basically talks about like clever swaps in the supermarket. And I think she mentioned once before that like it's just so much better to get the organic chopped tomatoes when you can, because tomatoes are one of those crops that are like sprayed a lot, and it's like literally like 10 cents extra to get the organic version, so like you might as well. Sorry, Rua is screaming, so if you can hear that, I apologise. This is not in any order. I got these apples, which are for the crumble. They're the Bramley apples, so I think they're cooking apples, so not for eating. Luke's mum actually mentioned this chocolate the last time she was up last weekend, and it's like the salted pretzel Aldi chocolate, and that brand Tony's Chocolonely, they have a version of that, like, and it's like in a purple wrapper. It's absolutely delicious, but it is very expensive, so I'm hoping that'll be like a dupe for it. Oh god, some celery for the spaghetti bolognese, for the sofrito, which is the carrot, onion, celery mix that you always start with. I got a butternut squash because I'm going to make a soup with that. I got some more butter. We already have some, but just more for the crumble that I want to make. Got some brown sugar, again for the crumble. Got some more parmesan. I didn't know how much we had left, so I was like, well, it's better just buy it than risk not having enough parmesan. Got some round steak mince, again for the spaghetti bolognese. This is a 10% fat one. Usually I find like you need a bit of fat to add flavour. So there was like 5% and then there was 18%, and I just thought 18% was a bit too fatty. So I think 10% is a nice kind of in between. Oh my goodness. Oh. Are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Why are you giving out so much? Why are you giving out so much? Go on down into the inside. Then I got some caster sugar for the crumble. Got some cotton buds for cleaning Rua's nose boogers that he gets. More organic chopped tomatoes. We were out of rigatoni, so got some rigatoni. Toilet paper. Oh yeah, I just sometimes get these little bottles. If I don't have like a bottle of red or white wine open, I will just sometimes get these little bottles of either red or white, depending on what I need, to add to the recipe that I'm making. So I got red wine for the spaghetti bolognese. I do find that like if you add in a wine, it just does add a lot to the flavour. So I don't really like to skip it. But then also I'm not going to open a decent bottle of wine just to put 100 mils into a recipe, so those little bottles are good for that. And got some mushrooms. I'm going to add these into spaghetti bolognese. I know it's not really traditional, but I just want to add them in because they add a bit more depth, and I like mushrooms and a bit more goodness, some vitamin D, which we could definitely do with when it's so grey and miserable outside. Got some pancetta for, again, spaghetti bolognese. This is like most of the ingredients are for spaghetti bolognese. That's why I don't understand how I spent like €44. But the recipe I follow is the Gino De Campo recipe, and he uses pancetta at the start. So again, it's just about adding as much flavour in as possible. Pancetta definitely does that. It's a really good, like, I know it's not healthy, but it is good for adding nice flavours into dishes. Sweet potatoes, again for my soup that I'm going to make. Some carrots for the spaghetti bolognese, but I also use them in my soup. Some spaghetti because we were out. Oh God. And then I just got this spelt and seed sourdough cob loaf. Yeah, I checked the ingredients. I was like looking at all the breads that they had and just tried to see what had the best ingredients. And this it has a little bit of rapeseed oil in it, but other than that, I can't really see anything too weird in it. So that is probably the best of the options that were there. So yeah, that's what I got in Aldi. So I'm going to put all this away now, and then I think I will sit down and just chill out and read my book for a bit, because I've just been craving like to sit on the sofa and read my book. I'm actually really enjoying my book. I'm still on the Talking at Night book, and I really like it. It's just I just haven't been between this little menace coming on board and guests over and stuff. I just haven't got a chance to read too much of it. Oh my God. Okay. I just haven't got a chance to read too much of it, but it is actually really good. Did you see that? Oh my God, he's actually gone crazy. He's really hyper. It's kind of like the witching hour now because he's been asleep all morning. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm just going to go sit on the couch, read my book, enjoy the kind of rainy afternoon a little bit, and then I will make my spaghetti bolognese. I'm not sure if I'll make the crumble today or maybe tomorrow, but at some stage over the weekend I will make the crumble. I just have to go out and pick all the blackberries. Okay, I better go and put all this stuff away before it is too long out of the fridge. are just starting to look a little bit scruffy. You can see it just, hang on, I'll show you. Yeah, just looking a little bit messy. And you're the biggest culprit of making it messy. Look, you put food all over your door. I only cleaned it the other day and you did it again. You did it again. Why'd you do that, Rubes? Hang on, you look, you're all out of proportion there. You look like your nose is even longer than usual. Oh, good girlie. One thing that I cannot wait for is for the flies to be gone, because these poor ponies have just been tormented all summer long and we hate them, don't we, Rubes? Yeah, it's looking a bit worse for wear. Not too bad, like, but it definitely needs a bit more of a clean up. I suppose, yeah, horses are just kind of hard on the place and they don't really care about keeping it all neat and tidy. So I've swept up as much of the hay as I possibly can, but I probably need to do the leaf blower just to blow all the little bits into the paddock, and yeah, clean the doors. And then I'm going to order some Milton, because I just want to like Milton everything, particularly their like food bowls and their water stuff, their water bowls. But that'll probably be for next weekend. But yeah, I definitely want to try and do a big proper clean of the stables, and maybe even take out all the shavings and just start completely afresh ahead of the winter, because I know once the dark evenings hit and the winter hits, it's just going to be about survival. There'll be no pretty, you know, nice to haves. It'll just be like literally come out here and just try and keep the ponies alive. And that's it, that'll be the winter. So yeah, it's actually a gorgeous evening. I'll just show you now. It's actually a couple of days later. I just realized I never sort of ended this video, and while I was editing it I was like, wow, this is very, very long. I actually got a lot of footage and I didn't really realize, so I'm going to end it here. It's a couple of days later and I'm actually about to start a new video straight away after this, so yeah, I'll end this one here, and thanks so much for watching and chat to you in the next one.